Hey guys, welcome back to Prepisodes. We are on Prepisode 18 and I'm in the middle of peak week, so I'm going to do my hair and makeup trials. So I'm going to go and do that and I'll show you the after when it's done. Alright, and here's the final look. So obviously once I have my tan, I'm going to be a lot darker and I will do more layers of the foundation to make it match, but this is generally what it will look like. So I just did long straight hair so it's nice and sleek, and I did pull it half up just because last time I was playing with it and I had the urge to play with it and I don't want that this time. So half up off my face, and then for my makeup I just did a smoky eye, a little bit of gloss on the lips. Now I'm by no means good at makeup really, but I feel like this is going to do the trick, and once I have all my foundation on, hopefully that'll make my skin look a little bit evened out because acne, yay. Also, I wanted to show you my beaded top. I got a bedazzler from my mom and I added a bunch of stoning. So before it was just scattered and very minimal just because of my budget at the time when I purchased the suit. So my mom brought me the bedazzler and some rhinestones and I added so much sparkle. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like on stage. Anyways guys, I'm going to leave my physique update until Friday morning, so we'll see you then, and I'll tell you all about peak week. Stay tuned. What I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about is peak week strategies. So what I did in terms of training, nutrition, so carb loading, depletions, things like that. So we're going to start with training because I kept it very simple. So my training split, my entire prep has started on Sunday. That has been day one. So, and it was glutes, hamstrings, the next day was shoulders, the next day was a quad rest day, then a back and biceps, and then a chest and shoulders, triceps. So for peak week on Sunday I did my glute and hamstring focus leg day. The following day I did a push workout, so chest, shoulders, triceps. Day after I did a quad focus leg day, and the fourth day I did a pull workout, so back and biceps. On the last day, which was today, I did a full body circuit training. So this was really the only workout that was different in my whole prep. So I used the landmine and I did film it. So quickly I'll just explain what I did and then I'll show you the footage. So I did 4 sets of 15 reps of each movement, and I kept it nice and light. I used a 25-pound plate. I did deadlifts into shoulder press, into front squat, into a row. So I'll show that to you guys now so you can get a look at what that is. Okay, so that was my workout. I did that 4 times, and then I did a light 20-minute cardio session and finished with posing, and that is it. Tomorrow is a rest day. So in terms of workout, I kept it very, very similar throughout my entire prep, with the exception of that very last day. Now for nutrition, this is where I find there's a lot of confusion and a lot of misinformation and a lot of varying views. And I'm not saying the way I do it is the only way to do it or is the only right way. There are so many factors that go into deciding what your peak week nutrition should be. The biggest thing I want to impress upon you guys is that peak week shouldn't be a drastic change. It's not going to give you a magic transformation. If you're not ready by peak week isn't going to make that difference. You're not going to take a mediocre physique and make it into a fantastic physique in the span of the week. However, you can take a fantastic physique and ruin it by doing something drastic. So, what I did, no water depletion manipulation and no sodium depletion manipulation. I kept my water high the entire week, 8 liters a day. I'm going to do that right up until tomorrow, and then the day of my show I'll just be sipping so I'm not constantly running to the bathroom. Sodium, again, I kept the same throughout the entire prep. You can never really know exactly how your body is going to react, and the last thing I want to do is end up watery, bloated, flat, all those things. So I kept those as they were. In terms of my macros, on Saturday I had my check-in. Sorry, I'm just looking at my book here because it has all my macros written down. On Saturday I did my check-in with Avatar, and for this week they put me at 1,601 calories, 125 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, and 156 grams of protein. And that was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, so today, that was my carb loading day. A lot of people will do their carb load the day before the show, so on Friday. And I wanted to do it one day before because that's how my body reacts really well. Having that 1 day buffer, so if I went a little bit overboard, you can always add more carbs in, you can't take them out. So I like having that one buffer day. So I did it on Thursday, and basically what I did is I tried to keep my fats and proteins very similar to what they had been, and I increased my carbs back to my maintenance carbs. So today I ate 300 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, and 156 grams of protein. Now that carb number is my maintenance, and I think it was when I was 4 weeks out, I did like a mock peak week where I increased my carbs to my maintenance and observed how my body reacted, and it reacted really well with that number. So that might vary for you. Some people need higher carbs, some people don't need as many, so it's something that you should be playing with, when you're 6 to 4 weeks out. In terms of my carb loading, what I did is I kept the same food sources and carb sources I've been eating all prep and just increased their portion sizes. So sweet potato, I just increased oats, bananas, berries, all of those things I just increased rather than making it an excuse to eat kind of whatever I wanted. Like in my first peak week for last year, I had donuts, I had this, I had that, and honestly I cheated on my diet and I called it carb loading. So I'm saving all those treats for after my show. I know how my body reacts to the carb sources I've been eating, and I wanted to keep it, make this as easy as possible on my body. I don't want it to react poorly and make me bloated or whatever the case might be. So that's my advice, is keep everything as similar as possible to what you've been doing through prep. There shouldn't be anything crazy drastic on peak week. Okay, so yeah, that was water, food, training. I think that covers it. So, like I said, tomorrow morning I'm going to be waking up and I'm going to do a physique update, and I'm going to show you my pump-up routine. And I have a little bit of running around to do. I just have to go to the bank and get some flip-flops because I can't find mine anywhere. And then I will be going to the venue to get my first coat of tan, do the registration and the athletes meeting. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If you guys have any questions about peak week or any of the methods I've been using, or want even just more details, because I'm trying to keep this informative but not overwhelming, just shoot us a question in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you with, whatever answer you're looking for. So that is it, guys. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. So it's Friday morning. I'm just about to do my pump-up routine and my physique update. So for my pump-up routine, I'm just going to be using a resistance band. Now they do provide bands and weights, but they recommend that you bring your own so you're not waiting, because there's a lot of athletes and very little equipment. So I'll be bringing this band. So I'm going to just walk you through what I'm going to do for my pump-up. Now when I pump up, I only do upper body. I don't do any legs. So the focus as a figure athlete is going to be my shoulders and my back. Alright guys, so it's actually a minute to 12, so it's noon on Friday, so this morning I had my first real prep breakdown, I think. I just got really stressed out and really overwhelmed. A little bit about prep in my show, but more so about external life things. As you can see, I got stressed out, so I broke out. Woo! Good thing I'm wearing 3,000 layers of makeup tonight, or tomorrow. Anywho, what did I do this morning? I woke up around 9, and I did my physique update, my pump-up routine, and I went to my mom's work, and I got things sorted out with the car, so I now have use of the car for today, because originally I was going to bus and Uber, and that was just kind of causing me a lot of stress. Then I got some work documents printed off, so unrelated to prep, but I had to get that done, so I got that done. And then I just came home and I cooked my meals for Saturday. I've got my meals, I've got my pump-up food, so that should all be set. Now what I'm going to do really quick here is pack for my tanning and athletes meeting registration tonight, and I'm going to show you what I'm bringing so you can kind of see what you would need to be prepared. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, so for tanning, number one, I've got all my documents here. So I have my OPA membership card and the email receipts. Always bring your receipts just in case. I have my registration receipt, my tanning receipt. I have the drug test liability form and the information packet, so all the addresses, the schedules, room numbers, all those things that I would need. So documents are organized in one place. And then I've got my agenda because I'm going to have to schedule my tan for tomorrow morning. I'm hoping I can get one of the early slots. Next up, I have my suit in here because you do need it for registration because they have to approve your suit, so do not forget it. Then I have my flip-flops. After your tan, you can't wear closed shoes. You have to be in sandals or flip-flops. So I just ran across a Giant Tiger and got these ones for $2 because I can't find mine. And then you need tanning clothes. So they recommend dark, loose clothing that you're not too worried about ruining. Your tan will rub off a little bit on them. Now, it usually washes out of most fabrics, but just in case, I wouldn't wear anything that you are really attached to. So I just have a pair of sweatpants. I wore these last year. And I have my good old sweater here. And after your tan, no bra or underwear for girls or underwear for guys. So you just have to worry about the outer layer of clothing. And then since I'm taking my mom's car, I'm bringing an old sheet to put on the seat just in case, because I really do not want to leave tan anywhere in there since she's doing me a favor and letting me borrow her vehicle. I'll also be sleeping on this tonight so I don't ruin my actual bed sheets. So that's what I'm bringing for tonight, plus my food, which I'm going to cook later because I'm going to be there for quite a few hours, probably about 5 or 6 between tanning and the meeting and registration, so I'll be bringing a meal. And the only other thing that I will be bringing for tomorrow on show day is my hair and makeup bag and my shoes there. So that is that, guys. I'm feeling a little less frazzled, so I'm going to go eat breakfast and then cook for the rest of today, and then I will be on my way to get my tan and do registration and the meeting, and we'll see you tonight. Alright, so it's just after 8 p.m. on Friday, June 23rd. I just got back from doing my tan and my registration and athletes meeting. And it's a big show. It's actually a record breaker for the Ottawa show for the OPA. So tons of competitors, and a lot of them are actually first-time competitors. I met a couple people, and I actually saw one of the ladies from my last show, and this is her second show as well, so that was kind of cool. Anyways, I'm going to show you my tan. That's going to be it for the video. I know it wasn't really super creative or like a lot of editing put in or anything like that, but honestly I just wanted to kind of show you in real time what your peak week's going to look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it gave you some insight into what you can expect if you're a first-time competitor. And if you have any questions or want any more details or just have thoughts or anything or advice for new competitors, leave it in the comment section below and we'll be sure to get back to you. So I just want to show you my tan real quick. So this is the first coat. It's already pretty dark, but it will be darker tomorrow morning, so I'm honestly really happy with my physique. I've never looked this good in my life. That's it, guys. The next time I see you, it's going to be the finale of the series. It's going to have my show day footage, so fingers crossed. We'll see you then.